Hey, what is going on, crypto people? I don't know what the world is going on right now. What is going on with this market? Bitcoin got up to 50, 69K. 69K, yet financial planners, financial advisors. Oh my gosh. Bitcoin is a scam. Better, might as well just be in the market and get yourself a little 5 to 10%. Oh, holy smoke. Oh, what is going on? I don't know. So is it me or SUI is feeling SUI is feeling like the new Facebook play? If you didn't get Facebook, it's feeling like SUI is the move. That's the vibe that I'm getting. That is the vibe that I'm getting. Listen, we'll go over the market because the market is doing what the market does. We'll go over the numbers. Is that right? Bitcoin is still over 69K? I knew it was a 69 this morning. Is it still 69? Looks like it is. Holy smoke, goalless. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. What's going on, crypto fam? Appreciate you guys checking in. Again, happy Monday to each and every one of you. The XRPL first ledger meme coin thing is hot right now. Are you participating in it? I'm not. I just asked in one of the comments there, we need some better tools. We can't check wallets. We can't check the holders. If we can't check that stuff, I'm not hanging out there. Way too risky. But I hope you guys do, get some life-changing gains. The ultimate thing for me is, creating attention, hoping to garner some attention. The X doesn't, meme coins doesn't change the XRPL's prowess, like some people think. The XRPL is a monster, period. The AMM is a monster, period. The DEX is super cool, period. People got they got their noses up on meme coins, don't understand the market, don't understand digital assets. They think they understand it, but they don't. We'll go over the market. Crypto's doing what it does. Market cap is interesting. But you guys agree with me? Feel like SUI is the bet is the new Facebook play, right? You didn't get a chance to get on Facebook. It's feeling like SUI is kind of like it. Crazy. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking out loud. It's not financial advice. Bhutan's got 10, 12, 13,000 Bitcoin. What's going on right now? Bhutan is in the building. Shout out to the folks over there, Bhutan. Good for them. Good for them. Little small economy over there. Good for them. They got, nice assets over there in Bitcoin. Good for freaking them. I hope Bitcoin continues to do monster moves because we need a new 1%. We need a new 1% for sure. Clear Network's talking about a TEE. What is that about? What's this TEE all about? I don't know. Okay. Get rid of this thing here. What is this? XRP memes is apparently is an X handle. What's going on, Pookie Pookie? Rude Bill. Hi, Siege. What's up, Rude Bill? How are you, my friend? Where are you checking in from, Rude Bill? I'm not sure if I've seen that name in the chat before. Pookie Pookie says, I'm sticking to Flare while everyone is rushing to XRP meme. I am too. I am as well. Now we get some tools. If we can get some tools, we can check the pairs, we can check the farms, we get some pools. I mean some pools. If we get some tools that can check the pools, which can check the holders, which can check the date the meme started. I don't know. I don't know enough about First Ledger. in terms of whether maybe that tool is available on First Ledger. I don't know, but I did comment on it in one of their posts at First Ledger. Like, you got a tool that we can check the holders, how much they hold. We can check the date it was created. I think First Ledger has some of that. Pookie. But if we don't got the right tools, I mean, it's just going to be rug pull after rug pull after rug pull. What we got? We got price, we got day, we got created. What about holders? Now, this is new, right? This is new, but XP Market ain't new. They do a lot of tool stuff. There's some projects out there that do a lot of tool stuff. We need to be able to check that kind of stuff. I mean, this is great here. I mean, awesome. But let me see if we click on this Schwartz Wards, what we got going on here. What we got going on? Oh, top holders. Man, hold on a second. I guess I need to delete my post. All right, so we got top holders. These numbers aren't great. 34%, 13%, those are not great. I don't know if we average this out, right? We want like 0.1% or less, 0.1, 0.1. Now I don't know how many holders. 34%, 330. It's the top holders, right? I mean, I guess I got to delete my thing there. We want 0.1% or low or less. 34% is high. That's like, to me, 25 holders with 3% or more. Total holders is 339. I guess I'm reading this right. We need better stuff. That's too much for for that particular token. Is that 2 minutes ago? So we need some better, 13 days ago is the oldest. Yeah. And I noticed some popular ones like ATM, right? ATM. I don't know why that doesn't work when I search. I don't know. Is ATM gone? I don't know. Every time I try to search, it doesn't work. So, better tools. I guess I have to take that out. Legendary. Is that our guy, Legendary? I think it is. 24-hour volume change, 2,537%. How long is Legendary be out? 13 days. Total volume. So I need to look at some, I need some more metrics. I guess I need to delete my comment. That comment doesn't make sense anymore. When you click on the token, again, we got to have, more interesting metrics. 69K. 69K, yeah. And I mean, again, this thing is brand new. So if we can get a better way to decipher the holders, right? But since these things are so new, but I like the top holder amount should be 3%, maybe 4%. You got somebody with 34%. Now I know it's their whole thing of when you initially started, I think it's 30%, and then they create a pool, blah 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 blah. So I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But if I was to do anything, I wouldn't mess around with anything. I would mess with the new stuff. I mean, the older stuff. But what's old? I mean, it's not much difference between just starting in 13 days, except, you know, I don't know. You want to get, to give your shot a chance. Give yourself a chance with these. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't feel like anybody's going to be losing out if they can't wait. I mean, you can't wait 90 days before you get in on something. I don't know. So for me, you know, I want to give it 90 days at least. See if something can last 90 days at least. I guess the big thing here, oh, it's Boston Mash. Okay. From Rubeville, New Hampshire Siege. Oh, okay. There it is. What's going on? What's going on, my friend? Hey, what's going on, Hydro? So for me, that's what I'm doing. I want to see if something can last 90 days. You know, 90 days, 10 million. I know we got one that's already hit a million, so that's cool. Might be one or two that's already hit a million. But that's for me. That's kind of how I'm playing it. Again, this is new. Uh maybe, I don't know. Maybe you want to play, you know, a certain amount of XRP. Some of these things are less than one XRP. So maybe you want to allocate a certain amount of XRP, 50 XRP, 100 XRP, and just, throw stuff at the wall and see if it sticks type deal. Like, I don't know. And maybe trying to compare a new project like this with Pump.Fund doesn't make sense. Maybe it doesn't make sense to do that, or Plob on SUI. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's not fair. Colin Hughes says, enjoying First Ledger. What's going on, Colin Hughes? What about First Ledger are you enjoying, Colin? Please share. So I'm thinking maybe if you say 100 XRP, 100 XRP, 10 on 10 different things. 100 XRP, 5 on 20 different things. I don't know. Maybe something like that. But overall, I think First Ledger is going to be a good thing for the XRPL. But it's early days, so you got to be careful out here, fam. Got to be careful out here because here's the thing. If you do 100 XRP, for example, and you spread it out, right? We got to remember ergodicity, right? We want to be in ergodic, right? Massively important. We don't want to be messing around non-ergodic. That's dangerous, right? You want to practice ergodicity, right? So maybe 10 spread out in 10 XRP spread out in 10 different shots. Maybe one of them gains traction. Maybe one of those 10, you've checked out their Telegram, their Discord, you found some project or whatever kind of resonates with what you got going on, right? And then, 30 days from now, you can allocate differently, right? Maybe, right? And then maybe after that 30 days, maybe another 60 days, you allocate more, right? Maybe it gets to 1 million market cap, you allocate more, something along those lines. Colin Hughes says, trading the memes, buying loads like you say, 5 here, 10 there, and waiting for the masses to come in. I hear you. I hear you, Colin, right? And so, there's some stuff that kind of goes into owning these memes, right? It's early days. So you don't know, but I don't know if I would be doing 100 XRP a shot, that's what, $50? I don't know if I would be doing that. Colin Hughes says he actually minted one. It's that easy to mint them, huh? So, but right now I'm not doing anything. I thought about doing like 10 XRP for 10 different plays. So that would be 100 XRP, right? So that'd be $50, putting $50 at risk. I thought about something like that. And maybe I still might. Click on Explore button. Well, I feel like a dum-dum now because I made that comment. See this comment? I guess I should take that off there now. Look at my comment. I said, are there any tracking screens apps similar to Deck Screener for the XRPL that would be useful for doing your own research on these memes? I think that's still good. Look, I did listen to a Spaces with First Ledger. Certainly good intentions. Certainly trying to do the right things for the XRPL. All of that's undeniable, right? But you still got to understand they're going to be people who coming from Solana, coming from Ethereum. They know how to create these memes. They know how to. You just gotta understand that. You gotta be careful. This is not good. First Ledger, I cannot reconnect my wallet, and I just made purchases this morning. My wallet cannot be found. Please help. So that's interesting. So again, maybe something like that, because you can get on a lot of these. They're less than 1 XRP. I mean, they're like, let's change this. I mean, even right now, it's still less than an XRP. 13 days old. I mean, everything's new. Right? I mean, these things are Schwartz wars. People are going to be creative and, just got to understand that, the people that are coming here trying to harm people, you just got to be careful because they know what they're doing. They know how to freak people out. He says hit Explorer. Where's Explorer at, my friend? Hydro. I don't see Explorer anywhere. I don't see Explorer. So that's just kind of my 2 cents, food for thought type deal. I do want to cover this post here, Hydro, that I think is very interesting on X. Where is it? Oh my God, where is it? Right here. It was from Crypto T. This is what she said. I just found this to be interesting. I met 2 financial advisors at a Halloween party last night. I asked about Bitcoin and they laughed like it was a scam. They said Bitcoin doesn't do anything and I should focus on making 5 to 10% a year in the stock market. And said, I'll be rich in 25 years. That's what they told her. Can you imagine that an adult, a grown, you know how we say, right? A grown man actually said this in public to someone. Can you imagine A grown blank man told this to this lady. It looks like a young lady. Bitcoin don't do anything, and I should focus on making 5 to 10% a year in the stock market, and I'll be rich in 25 years. In the stock market. She said, this is a young lady, 22 years old, apparently. I asked them how that would be possible if inflation is growing at the same rate. It's actually higher than 5 to 10%. They said inflation won't be a problem, and we actually have disinflation from technological advancements. Then I asked why things aren't cheaper today than 100 years ago if technology lowers costs. Isn't food, cars, and homes easier to make with our advancements? You see here that she didn't get a response from them on that front. You see that, right? Where's the response to that? Because she's right. But she didn't get it. Right? Oh my God. Someone down here, Eric says, I recently got a financial advisor to smash buy Bitcoin at a wedding after talking his ear off for an hour. Those hundreds of hours of sales interviews paying off. So I bet you that financial advisor had to make that buy on the DL because financial advisors are in a corner. They're in a corner. They got them under, big time. Like you can't have another source of income. You can't diversify. I mean, it's brutal in that financial planning and or advisory world over there. But can you imagine that, Ruleville? A grown adult told this young lady this thing. Can you imagine? What's going on, Property Rich? Where's this explore button, Hydro? I don't see no explore button, bro. Explorer button is to the right of the wallet addresses. Of the wallet addresses. All right, let me know. Let me see how to use this. So that turns out my question was really a dumb question. All right. So I got some good stuff here with this is either Gecko Terminal or Deck Screener. Oh, there is the Explorers. What is that going to do, bro? All right. If I do holders, was it do it then? Oh, there's Explorer. Okay, let me see something. So that was a dumb question. Let me get my question out of here. It was a dumb question. You got all the stuff you need right here. There's a token issuer, creator, issuer, holders. Oh, this token is only 27. That's not a great number. Token details, holders, not a great number. Okay, that's not bad. They do have it. So my question was really silly. Hydro. I gotta take my question out. I feel like a bonehead now. Let me see. Where's my question at? All right, let me get out of this. That was a dumb question. Dude, did you even get on First Ledger? They're probably like, dude, did you even get on First Ledger? Asking that dumb question. Dakota Ship was in the building. What's going on, my friend? So they got the good tools for checking stuff out. So this is good that they have this so early in the game like that is really good for First Ledger. Shout out to First Ledger. It opens XRP scan. Okay, Hydro Explorer is right to the right. Thank you, Hydro. I appreciate that. So that's good. How many freaking coins does Cobb have, for crying out loud? Property Rich, Rick Cisneros checked in. What's going on, my friend? Our cult, Theo, not democracy. What's going on, bro? Cobb has one, right? Is that drop or is it Cobb or some other one? I thought Cobb's original token was drop. So that's good. So look, fam, got some tools. You can check the holders out, right? 27 holders, new stuff. Um, top holders. Like this is a lot. Like 40, just one person has 42% of the supply, 125, 13%. I don't know how you average that out. Maybe they can do a little average thing. This is just this token here that just launched. Just Schwartz Wars. It's interesting. 5% slippage, cool. Buy, sell. So First Ledger doing some good stuff. We want to check some stuff out. I don't have a position. Let me see some here. Let me go back to tokens. Again, 21 minutes, 24 minutes, 45 minutes, right? Why does it have these numbers though if it was created? See what that doesn't seem like that adds up. It doesn't seem like it adds up. But anyway, I do see some positive things from this project, firstledger.net. I do, I really, really do. So rest in peace, Doge. So in any case, I do see some good stuff coming from it. But yeah, I do. All right, let me see if I hit next, if this is going to work. So remember before I couldn't even get to 284 pages. Now at least I get that. I mean, my VPN's on, but my land, what's going on? Page 2. Okay. All right. Anyway, obviously, if it was created 2 hours ago, the 7-day is really, yeah, I don't know what the 7-day. Teeth, interesting. And when I search, how can I search drop hydro? Hydro says when you make your coins, you can change those values. Got it. Property Rich, hey Siege, I'm now going to buy 12K in Somberg, looking for a nice 5 to 10x when it goes to F asset. Oh, nice. So that's kind of where I am right now. First Ledger says, if you really think about it, over time, we're going to burn so much XRP launching tokens that we're going to cause the price to pump, which means meme coins on the XRPL are actually bullish. We'll see. I think the attention to the XRPL is the biggest thing. I think creating some new communities will be awesome. I think activity on the XRPL to go up is awesome. People who are fading the meme coin space don't understand. Like they just don't understand how this market is operating currently. They don't understand it. If they're fading meme coins, they don't understand. Them fading meme coins is just a personal bias. It is not an understanding of the digital assets. It's just not. Now, if you got your own personal biases, you just don't like memes, cool. But and you just want to participate in what you want to participate in, cool. But meme coins and AI and layer ones, the narratives in the market are the narratives in the market. Now, you can argue that you don't like the narratives, but the narratives in the market are the narratives in the market. XRP memes, this is I guess somebody's thing here on X. High conviction first user of the first ledger meme equal on XRPL. Cool. XRP meme says, good morning, fam. Seems like everyone is starting to get fed up with the pump and dumps. Time to follow the only logical path to success, building a cult. What are your favorite top coins? So, he or she kind of pulling a page out of Murad, and that type of deal that they got going on over there. So, yeah. So we'll see. Brito, ATM, and right, we'll see, right? Again, it feels like 100 XRP, fine 10, right? Now, when I say fine 10, you're going to have to be able to look at these wallets and the holders. You got to be able to navigate that and see what's good, in my opinion. That's what I would be doing. That's what I would be doing. But I would probably go from this created and go, hit that thing there and see what's been around for a long time. Again, why can't I freaking just search? Every time I try to search for something, it doesn't come up. Uh 589, BLK, Mew, Brett. Like if I wanted to see where drop with, where like I can't. I see Cobb. Okay. Someone created Cobb. Right. You got to look at and when you get in the discourse and a telegram, you can kind of check to see what's the narrative, what's the message, is just certain vibe that you're liking, not liking. Again, anything that has what's out there that might have a shot at long term. Right. I can't, I'm going through each page. I still don't see drop or banker. Really? Popcat on the XRPL? Really? Come on. Retardio and Popcat, right? So yeah. Let me hit Popcat right here and see what someone's got going on here. $218. Can you search by the market cap? Let me go back. Oh, there's drop right there. Okay. 1.81 million. Okay. I thought there was another one. It's Flippy. 1.3, 10 XRP right now. Goodness gracious. Okay. What is ATM for? I forget what ATM is. And they were supposed to be like a blue or a box or something, right? So the first one to hit 1 mil. So 10 mil. I mean, what's that going to be? 100 XRP or something? I don't know. $50. 10, $5. Let's see. Let's check out the market cap. 5 million. It's at 5 mil now. Getting closer to 10 mil, which would be nice. All right. I don't know what black hold and LP burnt means, but they're green, so that's good. What we got? 1 day. Okay. Trades. Of course, people are going to be selling some of this as well. Holders. You see how there's a difference there? 5% is the top one. You see? That's kind of where you like it, man. In my opinion, not telling you want to go buy tokens, please. I'm not saying that, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. That's the number I liked it because when you average that out, you're going to get a different average, right? What else we got going on here? And then I think you can look at each wallet and see if they're dumping, buying. You want to check that out as well. That's smart. 1 billion drops and 1 XRP, which is equal. Shout out to Cow. Down 40% in the last 40% in the last 24 hours. Yeah. I don't even have a wallet or anything set up, but I would probably do all of that. I'll have to look into it. I would probably, personally, right now, I would be dropped. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 1 day chart. Okay. Anyway, yep. That would be personal. Look at that. See that? Uh, somebody has 50,000 drops. 44, 38, 34. Yeah. And that's probably COP, right? So something like that. For me personally, yeah. For me personally, but anyway, I don't want to pick any particular meme, but yeah. Right. Just the shot at the, it's already at 5 mil. It's only been a certain amount of days. You know, just a shot. Yeah. Anyway, let me get to the chat and I'm going to go on to this Jungle Inc.'s interview. Not interview, but his video. Oh, Bank Money XRP says I paid as high as 48% to cash out. Why are you paying so much to cash out? Mm-hmm. The slippage costs are ridiculous. Yeah. Bank Money XRP says the slippage costs are ridiculous. I paid as much as 48% to cash out. Right? That's kind of how you know some stuff, right? You said I made thousands, though. Bank Money XRP said I made thousands. Colin Q says me too, right? So 10 XRP is high now. It's high. Wow. 10 XRP. Yep. And so you got to have a strategy. Are you trying to get in these things and be like, the day trading person on these? Or are you trying to find that one that's going to be the next Doge or Shiba Inu, right? Or Bonk or WIF? So it's going to all kind of depend on what your thing is. So it's going to kind of all be on what your thing is. You know what I mean? 9.86 XRP. That's high. So anyway, all right. So I covered First Ledger's post. Did I delete my comment? Because I really got to delete my comment. That was not a good comment. Yeah, I deleted it. That was a dumb comment. All right. So, yep. XRP means. But here's that news I think is interesting. It just came from Lynn Alden. This is, again, smart lady. Bhutan has a lot of hydro energy. So they're just out here quietly mining Bitcoin with it and stacking it at the sovereign level. The royal government of Bhutan. 13,000 Bitcoin, I believe they got. The Kingdom of Bhutan, this is from somebody named Vivek. This is not Vivek Ramaswamy. The Kingdom of Bhutan now owns 13,380 Bitcoin, worth 905 million. Shout out to the royal government of Freak or the Kingdom of freaking Bhutan. Good for them. Good for them. Now Brunel says, I'll soon be sharing more on this in a special doc style video highlighting BitDeer's official partnership with Bhutan. Yeah. I bet. BitDeer is one of her sponsors. So that's good news. Shout out to them. Good for them. Good for them. See, I say good for Bhutan and people there as well. Hopefully they'll put that money to good work for the people in Bhutan. Hopefully. Property Rich has a good point. He says, why buy meme coin when you can buy real coin that is going places and it's at the bottom? The 5 to 10x is real money, profit. It's fact. It's fact. It's true. It's true. Again, I just think there is too much for me of this zero sum game. Like it's got to be all in on one thing or another thing, all in on one token or another token, all in on a concept or all out on a concept, all in on an idea or all out of an idea, an ideology. And investing, that is not the move. Investing is not the move. This is what I'm learning from massively successful investors. This is what I'm learning. That's why I'm reading the book Ergodicity, and this is what I'm learning. Most people, 90-10 is the move. 90% Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, or a combination thereof, 10% and all the other stuff. It is not 100% in Bitcoin that is the best move in the digital asset space. It's not. And if that's not the best move, how can 100% be in Flare be the move? If it's not 100%, if being 100% in Bitcoin, the leader with $1 trillion market cap is not the best move, how can it be 100% on FLR? How can it be 100% on Songbird? How can it be 100% Bitcoin? I mean, XRP. But here's the thing that I tell people all the time, Bake Money XRP. I have 90% of my cash flow in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, combination thereof. Now that combination is Bitcoin and Solana. I have 10% in layer ones, AI, gaming, RWAs, and memes. And in that 10%, I'm going to catch a 50 to 100x. There's no doubt in my mind about it. And my 90% is going to be what? 5 to 10x's. If you read the book Ergodicity by Luca Delana, he says that is a better play. It's a better play than being all in on layer ones. Or all in on meme coins, or all in on AI. Oh, everybody's on AI. All in. I'm just all in AI, man. It's just all AIs. I'm just all in on it. All in on BitTensor and Render and Akash and Fetch. I'm just all in, which is now something artificial super or something. I think most people don't, are not honest with themselves for why they're really here. And I think, until you're honest with why you're really here. Like, why are you really here? Why are you really here? Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. That would be super, super cool. We always like to have just as many likes as we got viewers in the stream. Player Networks put this out. I thought this was interesting. By combining TEEs with blockchains, complex computations can be performed on larger data asset off-chain while maintaining data sets off-chain, while maintaining decentralization, security, and verifiability. We find TEEs very interesting. Take a listen to this little quick thing here.
The basic idea of a trusted execution environment, or a TEE, is it's a secure portion of a modern CPU or a GPU. And it's secured in such a way that the operating system, the kernel, for example, it's isolated from both of them. They can't actually read what is going on inside whatever's inside this trusted execution environment. And what you can do is, and this is a really interesting property of TEEs, you can request something known as a remote attestation from them. And a remote attestation will basically attest to a certain piece of code that was run on the TEE. So if I write a line of code, I can then prove that I wrote that line of code and that it ran on this particular TEE, right? So for example, I can say that, okay, I'm using Llama 3B, which is, Meta's open source AI models. And I can actually prove that I ran Llama 3B, and I can get a verification of that proof from the trusted execution environment itself. And this is a hardware verification. So you can't actually, let's say, fake these verifications or forge them, right? And this is something that we're going to be exploring more and more.
Interesting stuff. Shout out to the guys over at Flare. I still put Flare, I buy Flare every 2 weeks or every week sometimes. It's a 10% bucket. It's always in a 10% bucket. If I got an extra 1,000, it's $100 in FLR. 900 in Bitcoin Solana. For me, it's in the 10% bucket because it's a promise. It's not a realized promise. How awesome it is. With that great flywheel economy, is still a promise. So it's in the 10% bucket. I participate in the DeFi ecosystem over there. I like SparkDesk, I like Kinetic, but I understand what it is. It's a promise of an awesome blockchain for data and AI, but it is not realized. They haven't shipped everything. So it goes into that bucket accordingly. And when it begins this journey and it continues on its journey, going up into the right of the network adoption curve with with a growing builder set, dev set, a growing daily active user set, this is what you want. This is what you want to see. But we got to see it happen. I shared that post. That is just so interesting that financial planners in 2024 actually said this about Bitcoin is alarming. Bitcoin's a scam. By the way, when people say Bitcoin is a scam, they're talking about XRP. I hope you understand that. When normies or no coiners say Bitcoin is a scam, they're talking about XRP, they're talking about FLR, they're talking about XDC, they're talking about Cardano, they're talking about Ethereum, they're talking about Solana. Don't think when they say Bitcoin is a scam that they're only talking about the asset. No, they're talking about the asset class. Hope you understand that. That's interesting to me, property rich. Financial, like these are people with like they're grown. Like they're grown up people. And they told this young lady that, like in 2024, after the asset itself is over $1 trillion, the asset class over 3 trillion, the fastest ever in network adoption in terms of technology ever in history. And financial planners or advisors are telling this young lady that kind of madness. That's brutal. That's brutal. I was looking at my little Solana play that I did. Deposited some Solana into DeFi on Camino. Borrowed some USDT. Bought more Solana. Put the Solana in there. Why would I do that? Because of the timing of the market. Because of the timing of the run. You got to know the game that you're in. You got to know the game that you're in. What market are we in right now? We're in a ranging bull market, but it's ranging. Not going massively down, not going massively up. It's ranging. You got to know that market. And you got to play according to the market. Right? Most of my stuff, cold storage. Right? Took a little thing here, add to DeFi. Personally, I think that anyone not participating in DeFi is not for the digital asset space. In my opinion, if you're not for DeFi, in my opinion, you don't get the digital asset space. DeFi is the win. Decentralized finance is the win for your neighbor and their neighbor. DeFi is the win. When RippleX comes out and they with that lending protocol, they get that amendment, they get it all. You do know that in order to get a loan, you got to participate in the old financial system, where they put you through the ringer to see if you're worthy of their money. You do understand that, don't you? Well, you got to go out and prove to them that you're worthy of their money. Now, to be a lender, you don't have to do that. To be a lender, you just got to have the assets and be willing to lend. But to be a borrower, that's done off chain in a traditional financial deal. No thanks. Not hanging out with that. But I'll be a lender. It's a pretty cool deal to be able to be a private lender. Be a private lender. You don't have to be an accredited investor. You don't have to be worthy of someone else's standards or some bar you got to meet. That's what DeFi offers you. I heard Rob Paul talking about he don't do any DeFi because there's too many X's not to do DeFi. Like, dude, you don't understand, bro. As much as I like Raw, you don't understand. The DeFi is the win for everyone. You just got to know how to allocate accordingly, right? You ain't got to be 100% of all your stuff. You got nothing on cold storage. You got nothing on hot storage. You got all your stuff in DeFi. No, that's not the answer, bro. No, that's not smart. That is non-ergodic. As my guy Luca would say, that is non-ergodic. You don't want to do that. This little how-to to do the first ledger thing, it seems fairly simple. And what I say is shout out to these dudes for doing it because they understand how the digital asset space is currently working. You got to garner attention to your blockchain. It ain't going to just happen. You got to garner attention to the blockchain so that people can recognize the prowess. Builders are not going to come to a zero liquidity blockchain. You can forget about it. Developers and builders are not going to come to a zero liquidity blockchain where everyone is hanging out with the native asset and cold storage and they're not participating. Builders are not going to go there. You got to garner attention for both retail and developers. You got to create attraction. You got to come with the next level airdrop and or liquidity incentive event. It's got to be next level though. Can't be something, the bogus ones. There's been a lot of bogus airdrops, man. It's been bogus. It's been not great. The formula is out there. It's going to be interesting to see if Ripple X is going to adopt it. Flare is doing a good job. Flare did a really good, in my view, good airdrop system. I don't know if it was perfect. Probably wasn't perfect, but a good airdrop system. Oh, let's go to Jungle's video. Jungle's shared this little thing here with Paul Tudor Jones. Oh, boy. So Paul Tudor is long Bitcoin, long gold, Paul Tudor Jones, and long commodities. Interesting. Let's take a listen. Jungle. Let me see if I'm. Shout out to Jungle. Hope you're doing well, bro. Let's go back to the beginning. Let me get to the chat before I cover this video. Alex Yates in the building. What's going on, brother? Pookie says, any idea when that retro airdrop will happen? What retro airdrop? A promise is a promise. All day they keep coming forward with real shit happening. Yeah, that's not right? There's a promise and then there's a realized promise. In other words, there's an idea, there's a concept, there's a vision, and then there's executing on that idea or vision. You can't, if you take a bet on the promise, cool, then you got to properly allocate towards that promise. And then when they deliver on the promise, you can allocate more because they've delivered on the promise. In other words, if they got an idea for a product that's going to be super duper awesome, you can take a bet on that. Sure. I don't know if I would go 100% in it, but I can take a bet. But when that product is delivered, I can allocate more because the product's been delivered. And then when the product is winning in the game, winning in the market share game, then you can allocate more. In the book Ergodicity, Luca talks about Russian roulette. Right? The more times you take a bad bet, the better, the worse it's going to get for you because you just get in the habit. In other words, if you go 100% all in on a promise, right, and it doesn't get delivered, where's the rest of the money? You went 100% on the promise. You didn't go 10% or 5% or 1%. You went 100% on the promise. That's not a good move. And if you make a habit of going 100% on the promise on this project and 100% on the promise of that project and 100% on it, you're creating a habit of being 100% in on promises. It's a bad habit. According to the sophisticated investors that I have read, studied. It's just math. Like it's just math. But the challenge is most people don't understand the math or the science. They think they understand it. They don't understand the odds and the risk versus rewards. They don't understand. I didn't understand it. And the worst of them is not being open to, you know what, maybe I don't understand. Maybe I don't understand. Being open to saying, you know, maybe I don't understand. Being open to learning from hugely successful investors, because in the end, like a lot of people think they're just token holders here. Oh, no, I own crypto. Nah, bro. You're an investor on a journey, in my opinion, of becoming a sophisticated investor. That's the journey of becoming a sophisticated investor. And in becoming a sophisticated investor, there are principles. It's principles. Crawfish is in the building. What's going on, bro? So the retro airdrop is going to happen after F Assets goes live, Property Rich says. I feel like I haven't seen Steve, my guy Steve, for home real estate in a while. Where are you, Steve? I haven't seen you in a while, bro. What you up to? Life is good, Crawfish XRP. Appreciate you checking in, bro. Right? So I share this example, Property Rich, of Casper. Casper Labs and the Casper token is just the quintessential textbook example of the 90-10 and why the 90-10 works for the vast majority of people, especially retail people in crypto. Casper Labs goes out and creates the Casper network, promising technology, just all kind of good stuff over there, promising technology. Good team, apparently, good people, whatever, got the little association, you got the Casper Labs, kind of like Miston Labs, whatever. They come out with I don't know, they create a product. It's captivating the community. And they promote this product and they do the testing and beta and right? All this stuff they do for this product. The community is going off the hook, right? Adding to their positions and all kind of stuff because of this promise of a product. It was a promise of a product on a blockchain. On their blockchain, the blockchain they created. It was a promise. Casper Labs decided to make a business decision. Right? Because just like Miston Labs and just like the Solana Foundation, they got a board with investors, et cetera. Casper Labs reneged on their promise. And took the product and their business company to another blockchain. The product was called Prove AI. That's what you call an unrealized promise. Took it to another blockchain. Not that the product didn't become live and all that kind of stuff. They took it and didn't put it on the network that they created. They didn't put it on the chain that they created. They took it to another blockchain. And by the way, however ill that may seem, however foul that may seem, however wrong, however unfair that may seem, it still happened. It still happened. The CTO of the Casper Association explained that it wasn't necessarily a nefarious move. It was a business decision. The CTO of the Casper Association ain't going anywhere. He ain't going with Casper Labs. He's hanging out. He's staying with Casper Network, right? And they're going to build and they're going to, the core engineering team is staying. It's Casper Labs and those people that created the Prove AI thing that are moving, that made a business decision. Because Hedera said, hey, we got some cash flow over here. We got some excess. We got some overflowing over here. And Hedera, come over here and bring that product over here. We'll get you funding. We'll get you more stuff. We'll get you this, da. And that promise and that product never happened on the Casper network. That's what you call an unrealized promise. Who would have thought that the people that created the Casper network blockchain will create this, I don't know, game-changing little product, and not put it on the network that they created? Who would have thunk? This dude starts with an M, CEO of Casper Labs, getting all kind of death threats and, the anger and venom being thrown towards this dude. Guess who that was from? That was from the CSPR community who went 100% all in on the CSPR token. Not the right strategy. So they feel hurt, but hurt, all up in their feelings because they don't understand that 100% all in is non-organic. In fact, it's not even the best way to get the most money. But that's what they did. So of course they're all in their feelings right now that the people that created the CSPR blockchain, Casper Labs, took a product that they created at Casper Labs to another blockchain. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. So since we don't know what's going to happen, we have to plan accordingly because you don't know. This almost happened to Solana, right? Solana almost went down for the count. They almost went down. Everyone forgets the little FTX thing. Solana almost went down, almost took the big L. A lot of people were like, they cashed out, right? Because you don't know, right? Luca talks about in his book, you gotta protect yourself from game over. You gotta protect yourself from game over. You gotta protect yourself from game over, baby. Because you don't know. Is that not a crazy story? That's a crazy story. I didn't even go into much detail yesterday in the live stream, but that's a crazy story. But it happened. Thank God, the people over at Casper Community Casper Association are able to weather this. Looks like they're going to be able to weather this storm. We'll know in a couple months. We'll know in 90 days. We'll know. I haven't heard a peep from Kevin Cage since this happened. I don't think I've seen a video or anything. I mean, I don't know. I don't listen to many. I listen to Jungle. I listen to Darren Moore. I listen to Crypto Eddie, but that's about it. I mean, if I could share with you the healthy vibes, the stress relief from not listening to DAI in Kimes any longer. I mean, if I could just put that into some words, I mean, unbelievable how that's been for me. But you don't know. That's a tough lesson there. But I think that Casper CSPR token and that Casper Labs is a prime example of 90-10. Prime example. I know. I got meme coins. Do you got meme coins? I got meme coins. I got meme coins. I got like 5 or 6 Solana, one Avalanche, one XRP meme coin. But in terms of total invested, that's 1/10. That's not, whatever. They're in the 10% bucket, not in a 90-cent bucket. I'm not putting, if I got 10 grand, I'm not putting 9 grand in meme coins and 1,000 in Bitcoin. I'm not doing it. I've learned. The case study is there. It's not like it's a hypothetical. It's not like it's a hypothesis. No, it's in. The numbers are there. We've done the into the cryptoverse. We've done the DCA, the dollar cost average strategy. We put the numbers in. Can't argue with the numbers. The numbers are numbers. You would have been better off owning Bitcoin and XRP in 2013 and holding it, as opposed to just having Bitcoin or just having XRP. Remember, XRP was the second, besides those Bitcoin forks, it was the second blockchain in existence. You would have been better off holding Bitcoin and XRP than just holding XRP or just holding Bitcoin. That's like, those are the facts. It's not a hypothesis or some theory. That is the fact. That's right. That's a fact. Even with XRP doing that, what, 67,000% thing that it did, even with that. Right? What's going on, Devon, Steve? How are you, bro? Good evening. All right. So, I'm just sharing some stuff, kind of thinking out loud, but some food for thought. I hope you guys go out and get that book. I really do. Get both of those books. Be open to the possibility that you've been doing it the wrong way. Be open to the possibility that you've been doing it the wrong way. Did I share this Jeremy Hogan post before? I think I did, Pookie. Ripple filed its notice of what exactly it's appealing, which is whether an investment contract must actually be a legal contract. In my opinion, says Jeremy Hogan, Ripple is bringing this issue to the appeals court mainly for the benefit of the crypto space in general, because Ripple's direct sales of XRP were the subject of actual contracts. And even winning on this issue wouldn't help Ripple from having to pay the 105 million judgment against it. But winning this issue would cripple the SEC enforcement regime. She said Ripple is out here trying to do the better good for the betterment of the entire digital asset space, unlike Joseph Lubin. Whether Ripple actually sold XRP as an investment contract at all, this allowed Ripples to re-argue all of the basics of the Howey test. 3, Ripple's fair notice defense is brought back to life, which I think is going to be massive. Most interesting to me, says Jeremy Hogan, Ripple appeals whether the injunction is specific enough when it basically says follow the law. This seems quite common in securities law cases, but really makes no sense as an injunction. It also indicates that Ripple would rather not have that injunction hanging over its business. Indeed. Indeed. All right, let me go over here to Player Networks and see something. Hugo says here, we need applications that feel like Web 2, but with blockchain guarantees. That is what Flare is going. This is where Flare is going. They ain't there though. This is where they're going. Flare Networks put this out. Most DApps today fail to meet user expectations. They cannot be more innovative because there's a limited range on the amount of data they can bring on chain for processing. Off-chain compute would be an interesting area to explore. Shout out to Hugo and the team out there. So I think I put it in the title. It feels like SUI, a bet on SUI is a better bet than Facebook back in the day. It's kind of feel like to me. A bet on SUI is kind of like a bet on Facebook, only better. What's going on, Jack A? Good evening. Where are you checking in from, Jack A? Where it's in the evening? Where are you checking in from that it's in the evening? Orlando area. Okay, got it. Well, it's 5 o'clock, huh? It's 6 o'clock where you are, huh? Appreciate you checking in, Jack A. But I'm feeling like Sui's kind of feeling like that Facebook bet. I mean, what do you? I mean, the people from Sui from Facebook, the people from freaking Aptos from Meta, right? Both of them are from Meta, but just they feel a little bit better, don't it? It really does feel a little better, man. Uh, it's a freaking fly in here, just driving me crazy. Interesting, right? That's what it's feeling like to me, man. So we is feeling like that. I was looking at Deep Book. I was looking at Walrus. Jack A say, I'm just popping in. BTC floating with 70,000 has me excited. I hear you, bro. Cody is officially back, says the Muskegon aristocrat. Now, where is it back, bro? Is it on a ledger? Is it on a ledger? Or is it just an in a ledger play? What's going on with that? That's what we need to find out, right? Is it the inner ledger or is it the XRPL? This is what we got to find out. I do think that I'm wondering how recent that interview was with Stefan Thomas and Evan Schwartz. I wonder how recent that interview was. That fly. I'm wondering, anybody in here liking the SUI ecosystem right now? Anybody? Anybody liking the SUI? Oh man, there it was.
Don't get distracted.
Anybody liking the SUI ecosystem? This is an interesting product from SUI. Deep Book. Deep and Deep Book B3 are live on the SUI mainnet. Deep Book B3 is the most performing order book in DeFi, powered by the Deep token. Launched on the 14th, but it looks like. These two launches mark a major milestone in the liquidity and decentralization of the SUI's DeFi ecosystem. What does it say? Reminder, we're going live on KuCoin in just a few hours. Oh, KuCoin.com. Okay. To talk about SUI and DeFi growth. What is KuCoin.com? What the world is that about? KuCoin.com. Shout out to KuCoin. Looks like they got a little Twitter spaces or something. So this is, interesting here, Deep Book. I think Deep Book is going to be interesting to see here. And I also think Walrus on SUI is going to be interesting as well. So we'll see. I mean, this is an early project. but 18 months, 19 months. But the things they got going on, I'm excited about. Still promise, still my 10% back. Property risk says SUI is not likely to do a 20x through. It's not likely to do a 20x, though FLR is from its price it's at now over the next 3 months. Solberg will do a 20x. What is your money on? Something that's been out for 6 months or Flares 2 token? My money is on both. My money is on both. Right? My money is on FLR and Solberg. My money's on SUI. I got money in both. They just spoke in the 10% bucket. And this is what I'm saying. People seem to believe that they have to be all in on one thing, or one idea, or one concept, or one way of investing. Hydro, there it is right there, 90-10. 90-10 still gives me access to SUI and still gives me access to FLR and Somber. Period. And when you do, if you know the risk versus rewards, 90-10 is better than 100% all in on one idea or any idea. You just got to know the formula. Most people in the crypto space, digital space, and I was there at one time, don't understand the concept of protecting for downside risk. Don't understand it. Like, for example, if you're a downhill skier, you know how those downhill skiers, they got to do that fast runs and all that stuff? Downhill skier. And there's 10 races. At the end of 10 races, the best speeds, right, on average, you get your first, second, and third. Most people think that the person that goes the fastest on each of the 10 races will be the winner. But that's factually incorrect. Right? Because going the fastest in every single race increases your chance of getting hurt in the fourth or the fifth or the sixth or the seventh race and not being able to participate in the fifth and the sixth and the seventh and the eighth and the ninth and the 10th race. Because you went all out in the first 4 and you got injured in the 4th one. Hydro says, I told my brother, the one buying 100,000 in Bitcoin, 90-10. Nice, bro. Nice. Good for you. Jack A says, I went big on XRP and XLM and some into FLR and other alts. Should have got more BTC. All you gotta do is look at the numbers. The numbers will tell you the real deal, not personal opinion. It's not my personal opinion. You just look at the numbers. People aren't willing to really be honest with themselves and look at their wallet. You got to be able to look at your wallet. Look at the wallet. Not what the wallet is going to be. Everyone wants to look at what the wallet is going to be. No. Look at the wallet now. Look at how long you've been in. Look at what you did and how you allocated your money and evaluate it. And be honest with yourself. I share with the channel all the time. What I know now is a mistake or was a mistake. My portfolio was 90% everything but Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. That's just a fact. And I was buying Bitcoin in 2016. Right? You got to be willing to take the honest assessment and see what's going on. It's not enough to just know what project is out there doing what it's doing. That's not enough to just know what the projects are doing and how exciting it is. And that's not enough. You got to be willing to take an honest assessment of what your wallet is looking like. Not what it could look like, what it is looking like. And then you gotta do, what do they call that? Where you walk it backwards. There's a term for that. Baby. A reverse engineer. That's it. Reverse engineer it. Look at your wallet, see what you invested from 2017 till 2024. Reverse engineer, take a look at that, what you did, check your portfolio allocation, and do a self-assessment. It's not hard. It's not hard. I was in it then. Right? The vast majority of people bought XRP in 2017. That is a fact. Not 2013, not 2014, not 2015. The vast majority of XRP holders are from 2017. There was no 72,000% gain from 2017. And the vast majority of people who had XRP before 2017 didn't realize that 72,000%. Why? Because they didn't cash out. 9 out of 10 people did not cash out. That is a fact. And it's not a hypothesis. They didn't cash out. Why? Because they didn't know. They didn't understand. So just quoting the percentage gains doesn't mean anything. It don't mean anything if you don't cash it in. It doesn't mean anything. And I know for a fact, 9 out of 10 people rode XRP up and rode it down because they didn't know. Like they didn't know. Right? It's not their fault. Didn't know. Didn't know. I know one guy, this poor guy, like he cashed out I mean, it was like it was 0 something. He had XRP. Right? He was one of the ones who got it early. And he cashed out, I think, 100 grand, maybe, yeah, like 100, 150K. This dude had gazillions. I don't know how much you put in it, but if you're getting XRP at 0.003 or 0.001, and it went to $3.84. Hydro, that's exactly it. It takes time to learn the cycles and act on them. That's 1000% the truth. It takes time to learn it. You just got to be willing to be honest with yourself. and say, look, dude, I didn't know. Jack A says, Siege, have you covered getting out game plans? Yeah, I have. I covered one recently in my Patreon, but I have. Jack A says, I watched my Shiba Inu do something like 8x and didn't sell. Right? Most of us, we don't know. We don't know. Right? We talk about this all the time. You got to know the game that you're in. It took a while, right? And my building business days, my air traffic control days, I used to say it take 5 years for you to learn what it is you're doing. You know, it's like it takes 5 years to learn. Then in the next 5 years, you know that you know that you know. Right? Nothing wrong with that. Like nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, shout out to the people that have been here since 2017. A lot of people have left. Like, you guys don't understand how awesome you guys are. Like, a lot of people have left. $5X is great money. Property Risk says 5X is great. 5X is great money. I joke on this channel all the time about people throwing shade at 5X's and 6X's and 8X's. I'm like, what the world? Really? That's big trouble. That mindset is big trouble. I said it on the channel before. People have become addicted to these 20 and 30 X's. Become addicted to it. Like, you know. Right. You don't know what you don't know. That's 100% property risk, right? So, you know, that's for me, that's, again, lesson learned. I share with people on the channel all the time. I was dollar cost averaging 4 figures a month in XRP. I did it for 14 to 16 months, 4 figures a month. Not in Bitcoin, not in Ethereum. But I didn't know about the Mag 7. I didn't know or realize that there were going to be, what, 5 to 7 layer ones with $1 trillion market cap each. I didn't know. I didn't know about the 90-10. I didn't understand. I mean, again, know the games you're in. I didn't understand that we were, in this journey of becoming a sophisticated investor. And probably, value investing is probably the real deal here. Right? But I do challenge you guys to get that book, Ergodicity by Luca Delana. Encourage you to get that. And then get the book by Guy Spear, My Journey as a Value Investor. Hydro says, and it was so easy to just buy Bitcoin. Right. Not to just buy Bitcoin, but to buy Bitcoin indeed. I remember hearing Gary Cardone say that he said like the 62 or 63 Bitcoin, 62K or 63K Bitcoin is the best risk adjusted reward asset. He said it wasn't at 30, wasn't at 20. And I'm thinking to myself, why would a dude with a net worth of 50, with an exit of 9 figures, why would he say that? I gotta ask myself. I gotta look around. I gotta listen more and listen more and listen more. Like, why would a dude be saying 60 something? 60 something is a better. Yeah, he said risk adjusted reward. asset, risk adjusted. Not the best return on your money necessarily, but the best risk adjusted, not the best multiple of X. Obviously, a 20,000 BTC and a 60,000 BTC, the better multiplier was 20 something. How many remember when a lot of people thought, man, they get ready to ban the whole Bitcoin? If Bitcoin goes, it's over. How many were in the space then? When they were talking, they got everybody on agreement, Russia, India, China, all on this Bitcoin ban. How many remember that? People mortgaging their homes, refinancing their homes, selling their homes. Remember that? And then China, Russia, India, all of these, Korea, all of these Bitcoin bans. Think about that. That's why he says a 62K BTC was a better risk-adjusted reward, because he got through that. This is when BlackRock made the announcement. It was at the 62 and the 63K Bitcoin. When Bitcoin told the current administration, yeah, we're going to make this a thing. I suggest you kind of plan accordingly. Yeah, we're going to do this little ETF thing because that's what we do. And Bitcoin is going to be the thing. You guys need to plan accordingly. Just go ahead and make that phone call to the SEC and let's get this done. That's how it went. That's how the conversation went. That's how the conversation went, Hydro. BlackRock. I'm not saying they're good guys or anything like that, but you just got to understand what the market is, and that is a fact. They're not going over there trying to rebuild. Who do we give all that money to? Ukraine. They ain't going over there trying to rebuild it on some goodwill tip. No. They're going over there to cash in. And, kind of, rape and pillar, if you will. Don't be fooled by that. We're going over to rebuild between them and JP Morgan. Please don't be fooled by that. Right? Property Risk says, I know the time will come for XRP. It is a crypto you put on the back burner and just wait. Indeed. I believe it's going to come. My biggest indicator will be how they handle the stablecoin, how Ripple handle the stablecoin, and how Ripple X handles the liquidity incentive event that David Schwartz has been talking about. Those would be some things that I'll be looking for. See how they handle that. All right, fam, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way out if you didn't do so on the way in. We appreciate you guys checking in on a beautiful Monday evening. I hardly got to go work out or something. I gotta do me a favor, guys. Will you pray for me tonight? Do me a favor and play for me, Hydro and Property Ridge, Jack A. My boys are playing Monday Night Football tonight. Please pray. Light some candles. Anything you can do. Anything you can do to help a brother out, because it's going to, it's brutal right now. Those New York Football Giants are playing tonight. Do me a favor. Hydro says, I will pray. I appreciate that. I appreciate the prayers. Oh my goodness. I'm not a drinker, but I might have to have one tonight. I don't know. Great night. Probably says, great chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you checking in, my friend. All right, fam, I'm out. I appreciate you guys again. I'm going to end this live stream like I do all my live streams. Do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you happen to be in that 45 to 50% or so of people are hanging out, listening to, and enjoying the Crypto Seas, please, if you've been enjoying the Hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to take that number down from 50% down to about 25% or even less. And you can do your part by just hitting that subscribe button right now. And don't forget to ring that notification bell, baby, so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this, that old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, or perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.